Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. So I'll do the keys to victories for Christina Hammer. Hers is much more simpler than Claressa Shields because Christina Hammer has to make this a clean fight. And what I mean by clean fight is she cannot allow Claressa Shields to invade her personal space, if there is such a term in boxing. She has to fight with distance, similar to the way Errol Spence fought Mikey Garcia. It's very hard for a professional fighter to keep the distance for 12 rounds, in this case 10 rounds. It's very hard. And Christina Hammer has to be able to do that. She obviously has one of the greatest weapons in boxing. I will put Christina Hammer's jab up against anybody's jab in professional boxing. I don't care who you are. It is that damn good. She's very sturdy. She has a great understanding of who she is, which is very, very important. She's not necessarily get out of character. I believe she can get rattled. I believe she can get flustered. I believe she has a level of quit in her. I don't know how big it is. I believe that I don't know how much adversity she genuinely can handle. But you're going to have to get to that point. You know what I mean? And that's going to be hard. I think in terms of just sheer strength, I think Hammer may be the stronger fighter. In terms of explosive strength, I think Claressa Shields may be the stronger fighter, especially in small windows of explosion. I think Claressa Shields has the advantage. Hammer, if I'm Hammer, I have first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear with my jab. You know, you got to give Claressa Shields 5 stages to 5 levels of her jab. You know, she won't be throwing no up jab or anything like that, because I think she'll be taller by like an inch or so, if I'm not mistaken, inch and a half. So, and if she's able to half step Claressa Shields to her left, I think that her natural movements obviously is to go right, right? She's gonna want to go right to protect herself from Claressa Shields' right hand. But I beg to differ. Like, I think Christina Hammer should stay left, because her jab and her height advantage can kind of take away Claressa Shields' right hand, especially if it's loopy. She can kind of take that away just by throwing the jab out there and literally keeping it out there as a rangefinder. That would frustrate the shit out of Claressa Shields. She will turn into like an aggressive, athletic, you know, and that might, and if the jab is out, if it's working that night, Claressa Shields gonna have a very long night. You know, Claressa Shields have seen this style before, obviously, because she's a 2-time gold medalist. So anything that Christina Hammer does won't be shocking to her. It will just be, but I think Hammer will be the woman that does it the best. I think whoever wins this fight, I said it in my Claressa Shields breakdown, is the best female fighter in the world. Might be the best fighter in the world. I think we haven't had a fight like this on the male side in a long time. I would think probably since Sean Porter, Keith Thurman. We haven't had a fight like this. I'm talking about on paper, where it's like it's just you know you're gonna get a treat. This fight, you're gonna get a treat. Like this is gonna be an hellacious fight. This is gonna be an I believe it's gonna be an action packed fight. Um, um, but overall, Christina Hammer is a real orthodox fight. It's nothing like no special effects, right? That's the term that we use, right? But she's sturdy, and she's more. I think Christina Hammer's athleticism will surprise Carissa Shield a little bit. You know, as she's methodically going through what she can and can't do with Christina Hammer. She'll be not pleasantly surprised, obviously, but she'll be surprised at Christina Hammer's athleticism. Um, um, but I think if Christina Hammer goes left and intercepts her right hand, um, just keep that jab out there. Show 3 or 4 or 5 different jabs, and I think that's the key to victory. I don't think her right hand will be a factor if her jab isn't working. I think it'll be almost impossible for Christina Hammer's right hand to be effective without the jab, because I think Carissa Shields is that good of a fighter, that great of a fighter, where she will see it coming. And if she's single shot in her right hand, that means Carissa Shields is winning the fight. Um, so that's my key to victory. She doesn't throw too many um, right uppercuts. She doesn't feint a lot. She don't slip a lot. You know, none of that will be a factor as it relates for Christina Hammer and all this. But you know, we'll see, man. I'm this is a 50-50 fight. Um, you know, it's a true 50-50 fight. 51-49, 55-45. Whoever you pick in this fight, you're absolutely right, because this is a tough fight. So I can't wait for Saturday. I'm genuinely excited. But that's my keys to victory for Hammer. Stay clean, stay behind. Simple. Stay clean, stay behind the jab, and have great accuracy with your right hand. That's her keys to victory. You know, obviously, don't get pushed back by Carissa Shields. I think that's one of Carissa Shields' keys to victory, is to get inside, and even if she doesn't land anything on the inside, to see how strong Hammer physically is, and will she give way. And that's it. I mean, that's not just it, but you know, conditioning will be a huge factor in this fight. Um, we'll see. I'm excited. Barbershop Conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.